Auston, you've played with Willie in certain game situations on a line together with Mitch. What does the whole game type of situation look like based on what you saw from the last game?
Yeah, played like a period together, so
Yeah.
had some good chances, thought there were some good looks there. I think all three of us are pretty familiar with each other, so just working hard, making sure that we got a guy in front of the net that we're supporting all over the ice, and obviously taking care of D-zone as well. So it's pretty simple, I think.
Is it as simple as just kind of someone calling, going to the net, and someone else playing F3 or F2 in that situation, or?
Yeah, I think it's just filling spots, communicating, working for each other off the puck too. So.
What worked so well in that last game against the Buffalo, coming off the game in Detroit?
Yeah, I thought we did obviously not the start we wanted, but I thought we did a good job of just sticking with our game, building over the 60 minutes, and finding a way, and getting a couple quick goals, power play, penalty kill was solid. Just finding a way to win differently, and that's what it takes. You're not gonna have your best night every single night. Sometimes you got to win ugly, and sometimes it's going to be different guys, different lines. So I thought it was a solid effort there, especially in the second half of the game, and obviously crawl our way back and build ourselves a lead and hang on to it through the third period.
How would you describe the impact that John's had so far this season?
Yeah, he's been great. Johnny is Johnny. He comes to the rink every day. He's a true professional. He's a great teammate. Obviously a guy that's been around for a long time, so somebody that you can lean on, and a great leader in his regard and his way. So every day you know what to expect from him, and I think he sets a great example for everybody in the room, especially the young guys.
You played with many stronger guys last year. His strength is not underrated, but it's not what we're thinking necessarily with John right away. But it is such a key part of it.
Yeah, he's got such a low center of gravity, especially when he's got the puck in the corners, and he's so strong. Kind of similar to Sid in that regard. That maybe not the biggest guys you see on the ice or off the ice, but just their low level center of gravity and just the way they're able to shield the puck off defenders, and so strong on his stick too, and just a hard guy to take the puck off of.
What stood out about Fraser Minton's run here compared to maybe what you saw of him last year?
Yeah, another year of experience, another year under his belt. It's tough when you have a training camp that's kind of cut short, but like I said before, I think he's got a great just hockey mind. His IQ is something that jumps out to me, and he's just going to continue to get better and better. And I thought he played really well when he's been up with us, and I think a guy that you see a lot of potential there down the line as he continues to kind of mature and grow.
What stands out about Dallas and just the talent that they have?
Yeah, a fast team, obviously skilled team, a lot of depth, good goaltending. They've been at the top of the league now for a couple of years, so it's always a challenge against them, and you just got to be ready to work, got to be ready to skate and be above them, because they obviously have a lot of firepower coming back your way.
If Anthony has to miss a bit of time, what's your level of confidence and the group's level of confidence in the goaltending?
I think it's pretty high. I think Joe's been great for us. The Beast has been solid when he's been up and has had to play. So I think we got a lot of confidence in our goalies, and obviously you hope for the best for Stoli. He's been great for us all year, but obviously guys, just like on the forward or D side of it, like guys get injured, guys got to step up, and same thing for the goalies.
Max coming back and getting going. What's he brought back to the lineup?
Yeah, he's great. He's a very vocal guy in the locker room. He brings a lot of energy. He's obviously a pass first guy, but it always feels good to score and get that one kind of off your back. But I thought each game he's came back and he's played better and better. Obviously when you miss time, it's tough, so you just got to kind of build yourself back up, and he's been great. So he's very versatile. He can play all over the ice, whether it's center or wing. So it's good to see him kind of finding his rhythm.
So I just want to provide a update on Anthony Stolarz. He left the game whenever it was, last week. So we did an MRI on him the following day. The good news was everything came back. There's no structural damage. There seemed to be still some discomfort with him and some issues moving his knee, straightening his leg. And there was found it's almost like a little pebble, like a little loose body that was stuck in behind his knee. So he's going to have a procedure to have that removed. It's not a repair, it's not anything of that nature, but it is, they're going to remove it's like a little loose body, I guess. It looks like a little pebble. And at this time, we're gonna list them as week to week. Hopefully, have a little bit better update. I would anticipate that we're looking in the 4 week, 4 to 6 week. Hopefully sooner rather than later. So obviously not. You don't want to see anybody out, especially a goaltender that's been playing well like that. But it has to be addressed, and we're going to get it addressed.
Is this the same knee that he had issues with before?
Well, he's had some issues with both, but yeah, there's been issues there. But it's not. This isn't related to any previous injury, or it's not a reoccurrence. It's not uncommon for players to have, whether there be little loose chips or basically the medical group calls it loose bodies, and it's in the wrong spot. And we waited for a few days to see if it would move, but it doesn't allow him to get full range of motion of his leg right now, so it's got to be removed.
So was it discomfort then?
Sorry?
Was it discomfort?
A little discomfort, but more so just being able to straighten, right? And you see in the picture, it's like a little pebble right in behind. So, like I said, hopefully, like I said, it's not. It's anytime you're having a procedure, it takes some time, but it's hopefully they just go in, remove, and he's on his road to recovery.
When will we have that?
Tomorrow. Yeah.
Here in town?
New York.
In the meantime, without Anthony, what's your level of confidence in the goaltending moving forward over the next 6 weeks or so?
Yeah, I've got lots of confidence in our group. Joe's played extremely well. It's again, I've said it earlier. We've been dealing. This isn't nothing new for us of dealing with some injuries. Is why we've got depth at all the positions. We've got Joe. I think has been tremendous. Joe and Anthony as a pair have been tremendous for us. But we got Dennis and we got Matt and Double A down there. So we feel that we've got some depth at the position, and this is why I have it.
How is Anthony feeling?
Disappointed, Jonas, but I mean, again, not. We found what the issue is, and now can get it addressed. And it's, again, I don't want to downplay anything, but it's the news is much better. Anytime you're not feeling great, we're glad it's not something where there's structural damage or you have to do something else, right? So he's feeling good that it's the issue's been identified and we're going to get addressed.
When deploying the goalies going forward,
Excuse me?
When deploying the goalies going forward, do you intend to kind of ride Joseph as a starter, or do you look to kind of split things up just to kind of even workload, just given what Joseph is kind of?
Oh, yeah, Craig and the staff and Curtis will put together the plan for that. Like I said, we've got full faith in Joseph, and we've got a busy rest of this month, right? I think we've had a back-to-back on every weekend of the month, which is unique. So, we're gonna need more than Joseph to play, but I think obviously Curtis and Chief and the staff will put that plan together.
Was it a difficult decision to send Fraser Minton down, given how well he was playing?
No, I mean he listen, I think it was tremendous. He played tremendous for us, and Craig and I talk all the time. But we like this player a lot. If you saw the last few games, it started to taper a little bit, and then last game when he's not in the lineup, and that's Craig controls the lineup card. We obviously talk about it, but if you're not going to be in, and you're a young player, you got to keep playing, right? We're not going to sit him in the stands, and there's still some things for him. Like to me, I always find with some younger players, he came in, and then you come off it a little bit, right? You realize it's an everyday league, and so nothing but good things about how Fraser's played. I think we saw his brain, we saw all the things that he can do. He'll be back.
Given his experience, is Matt Berube maybe an option?
Sorry?
Is Matt Berube maybe an option to come up? And
Absolutely. Yeah, like I said, when I refer to the depth, it's not just one guy, right? Like it's we've got three guys that have been playing well down there. Dennis obviously had a tremendous year there last year. Played well in his time up here, but Matt's That's why we got Matt too, right? That's why we brought Matt there. Now he was dealing with a little bit of an injury. Touch wood. It's we anticipate that he's going to get in the net tomorrow, there in Wilkes-Barre, and then yeah, go from there.
What, Craig, is your level of confidence in the goaltending now moving forward without Anthony available for the next 4 to 6 weeks?
Yeah, I'm confident. You know, Wolves played really well this year. Hildeby, you know, he's come in and you know, won us 2 games and played pretty well. I mean, it is what it is. You know, it's a team game.
Do you think they'll split time, or is Wall going to be like the main guy?
Well, we got a lot of back-to-backs coming up, so we're going to need both of them.
You went back with the Nylander, Matthews, Marner, like front-loaded line. Was it just like what you saw in the last game that you decided to
Yeah,
kind of stick with it?
you know, and I've used them time to time throughout the season in different situations in the offensive zone. But I thought they were good together. I thought they created a lot of good opportunities. I thought they, you know, moved the puck well around well. You know, the issue is, like, you know, they got to get to the net too. They can't all be on the outside, you know, wanting the puck and making plays. It's about doing things right, and we'll see how it goes.
Does Pacioretty's play and finding maybe some of that scoring touch allow you to kind of make that move? Or does that help or aid in it?
Yeah, it does. And, you know, I made changes last game. We were looking for some offense, and I liked that Tavares, Nyes, Pacioretty line. I thought they were really solid in the game, and that's a big, heavy line.
Would you make a Fraser Minton's run here?
I thought he was good. I mean, I thought maybe dropped off a bit. It's like he missed the camp, you know, hasn't played a whole lot. And I don't, you know, we don't want him sitting out up here and not playing every game. I don't think that helps his development. I think he's going to be a real good player. We really like him.
What did you like most about Phil Myers these last few games?
Simple, physical, direct with the puck. Does a good job killing penalties too when he's out there. So, but, you know, he makes hard plays with the puck out of his zone. I think, you know, it's not always tape to tape. He gets the puck out, and, you know, he's physical back there and big body, you know, gets in the way.
What have you learned about John Tavares in the few months you've been here as opposed to the guy that you coached against?
Well, you know, he was a great player, and I coached against him too. I mean, he's just a worker. It's nonstop work, professionalism. Preparation is above and beyond, you know, and that's what keeps him going, in my opinion. You know, his preparation, that starts in the summertime, but it goes throughout the season, preparing, doing things right. You know, his routine is incredible.
I figure Camp is back in tomorrow.
Camp will be back in tomorrow.
How much does that help with your flexibility to have another center?
Well, that's good, and he's a big body there, and he did a real good job with us killing with would believe it was Marner, because Matthews was out. I thought they were really good together, and you know, gives us more flexibility for sure. But I like his size down the middle, and he moves well, and like I said, he has his job to do, and he's been doing it well.